Tom Anastos, the head hockey coach at Michigan State, is here, and we'll talk hockey, but we're talking Lions first, because Stoney's not here today, and I got to just chat about this with somebody. You saw that game. What'd you think?
Gotta love those Lions. Great comeback, and I wish I could say, I've been a lifelong Lions fan, I wish I could say there was never a doubt, but it was a great finish.
Listen, down 27-14 in the way that they scored the 27th point, you had to figure they were done. And then 98 yards, no timeouts. I mean, what does that say about a team?
Not only that, but they went to their go-to guy. Everybody in the building and everybody watching knew they were going to try to get to him, and yet they still were able to do it.
You know, if this hockey thing doesn't work out for you, you can be a football analyst.
Oh, man,
right,
I'd love to follow football.
But the reason you're here is because the GLI is once again upon us. A great foursome of teams coming to Joe Louis Arena next week, and Michigan State, of course, is among them, along with Michigan, Michigan Tech, and a school from Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts that I have an affinity for. If you square off with BC, I'm not rooting for you, buddy.
Well, I hope we have a chance to work into a championship game potentially against them, but we'll have to see.
Listen, you have the bragging rights. You won in 2007, a little sore spot with Justin Advocator every time I see him, but it gets a little bit easier each and every time. Tell us about your transition from the commissioner of the CCHA to being head coach up at Michigan State. What's been the biggest challenge? What have you liked the most?
Well, it's been great, really. The transition's gone very smoothly. No real surprises. The players have been terrific. They've really embraced the change and have done everything our new coaching staff has asked them to do. So far, things have gone very smoothly. I've enjoyed it a lot. It's fun to be back in the middle of the competition.
Yeah, you go from an administrative role to a role where you're literally lacing up the skates every day and getting back on the ice. How refreshing is that for you to be working hands-on with so many great athletes?
You know, that's a very rewarding part of the job. I look forward to that part of the day every day. So you're busy administrating during the course of the day, and then it's practice time, and you get the interaction with the players and trying to help make them better every day and bring the team and the pieces together. So that's been real refreshing for me, and I'm having a lot of fun with it.
You're well aware of the GLI. I'm sure you've been to many of them over the years. What's your favorite part of this great tournament that gets put on at the end of every year?
Well, it's funny because somebody asked me the other day, and I haven't been a head coach in it yet, but I've been an assistant coach. I've been a fan of it. I've been a player. I've been in the commissioner's role. So I'm not so sure anybody's had the full circle look that I'll ultimately have after being a head coach. But I just think for a kid who grew up in the Detroit area here, it was always fun to go down there. It was a part of your holiday break, I guess, and to play in it when your family and friends get the chance to come down and watch you play was always rewarding for me.
I heard Red on the radio yesterday with Ken Cowell talking about it, and he pointed out that many of his players had gone to the GLI as fans when they were kids, and that's something that I think families should keep in mind. This is a great chance to see four really good programs up close and personal, and if you got a kid who you think might have a future in hockey, take him there, and maybe one day he's going to be playing in this thing.
Well, there's no doubt. I could tell you that was me. I went to the old Olympia Stadium back years ago when the tournament started, and always hoped I'd have the opportunity someday to maybe play in the tournament. And there's lots of players from this area who get the opportunity to go to the schools who compete in this tournament. So, yeah, hopefully there's a great youth hockey following. It's a good time of year to come down and watch a little college hockey. And the competition, the four teams are playing really well.
All right, you got Michigan squaring off against BC on Thursday night, which is the 29th. You square off against Michigan Tech. What can you tell us about your team and what you expect when you get into this matchup against Michigan Tech?
Well, our team is trying to find itself, and we're getting a little better each week. And we had a pretty good first half. We're fighting through a few injuries over the holidays here. And Michigan Tech is much like us. They're going through a change, and Mel Pearson has done a very good job with their team, and they've been playing real well. So we expect that all of the games will be very tight and closely contested. We'll have our hands full for sure, but I know our guys will be excited. I think the biggest thing to overcome is we have a big break that we've been off, so we'll come back the 26th, practice a few days, and we'll be ready to play.
Good stuff. Well, I appreciate you coming in here to talk about it. It's always one of my favorite tournaments. The GLI is a lot like the Bean Pot is in Boston, and having gone to school in Boston, where Harvard, Northeastern, BU, and BC square off every February, this is very similar, and it's a lot of fun. So I look forward to going down there and checking out a game or two.
Great. Look forward to seeing you.
That's Tom Anastos, the head coach at Michigan State. Stay with us. The Sports Update returns right after this.